Hi there, it's Ron again. Wanted to talk a little bit about politics and bullying, or we're very quickly spilling over into what amounts to terrorism. I really don't like talking politics in my videos, but this kind of goes beyond it, and we'll get a little bit into the psychology of it. Seems that at some time on Saturday, I'm not sure what time of day it was, I think it was in the afternoon, a Biden-Harris tour bus that was coming up, driving north on I-35 from San Antonio to Austin to make some more campaign stops. And I think Wendy Davis and can't remember the other Democratic politician that was in the bus from the reports I read anyway. So neither Biden nor Harris were in the bus. There probably would have been more security if they had been, hopefully. Well, apparently people had got a hold of their tour schedule, and there were dozens of vehicles with obvious Trump supporters waiting to basically ambush this bus on Interstate 35 going north. And I know the Trump cult members, and I mean that in a bad way, it is a cult and they are cult members. They'll explain it away by saying, "Oh no, they just wanted to make their voices heard." This, that. I've seen the videos. They were very close to that bus. They were pulling in front of the bus and slowing down a lot, basically trying to get the bus to stop or run off the road. And there is a video that very clearly shows a black pickup truck with Trump supporters intentionally ramming a white SUV that was accompanying the Biden-Harris bus. Okay, this is terrorism. It's bullying. Bullying 101. If you support this in any way, you're un-American, you're unpatriotic. Full stop. There's no explaining it away. I don't care what team you're on. Team Trump, Team Biden, what's his name? Howie Hawkins, the Green Party candidate. If you're on the Howie Hawkins team, that's fine. As long as you're not violent about it, you should be able to do your thing unimpeded, without any bullying, without any harassment, without any terrorism, which is what we saw on Interstate 35 today. Something that a lot of these Trump supporters don't seem to realize is sometimes people fight back. Okay? Sometimes people fight back, and sometimes, at some point, keep doing that. At some point, you're going to catch a tiger by the tail. Well, I did read a report that the FBI is investigating, and in the video, you can clearly see several license plate numbers. So hopefully, these people will be getting visits from the FBI and will be getting arrested. It's inexcusable. Again, it's un-American. It's unpatriotic. I've been around a while. I've seen a lot of elections. This looked like something straight out of Road Warrior. You know, Mad Max Road Warrior. And again, sooner or later, you keep acting like that, you're going to catch a tiger by the tail. I'll give you an example. Well, Mike Tyson had a great quote. This was back in his, I think this was back in his prime, his boxing prime. He said, "Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face." This I think it was the summer after my 7th grade year, and this was funny because my brother we were talking for the last several months he was alive, and he recalled this little incident. This is the summer after 7th grade, I believe, going into 8th grade. And we had a family friend living at Mom's house because he was going to be quarterback for the high school football team that year. And his mom lived out of the district, but he needed to live in the district so he could do that. That was his big goal. So I'm all about 5'1" and 90 pounds. My brother was 4 years older than me, so he was 17. The other guy was 16 or 17. So each one of them are about twice as big as me. They thought they were going to have fun all summer long, tormenting me. Well, one summer morning, they started on me early, and my response was to walk into my bedroom, grab one of my baseball bats, and I commenced to chasing them around the table, around the dining room table. And my brother recalled every detail of it. This was 40 years later or whatever. This was last year when I was talking to him before he died. And he said they were terrified. Their eyes were big like dinner plates. And I was chasing them around the dining room table, and they were like, "Be cool, Ron, be cool, it's cool." And this is, again, keep in mind, this is after they'd been tormenting me for weeks, just almost nonstop, okay? Well, again, like Mike Tyson says, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Or as Vincent Vega said in Pulp Fiction, you gotta expect a reaction. Well, that was my reaction. Ended up few loops around the dining room table. Then they ran down the hallway to my brother's room, barricaded themselves in there, and I was on the other side of it, banging on the door. And I put 3 large holes in that door with the baseball bat. And again, they were terrified. And put 3 large holes in the door, and they still were barricading themselves in there, begging me to stop. Well, I made my point, so I walked back down the hallway, threw my baseball bat in my bedroom, and on my way out the door, because I decided I needed to take a break for a few hours, I grabbed my key, and on my way out the door, I yelled down the hallway to them, "You guys," something along the lines of, "You guys, that better be the last time you fuck with me. And if you hide my baseball bat, I'll just get another one, and I'll fucking kill you with that one too." And it was a long summer for them. It was a long, quiet summer. They didn't bully me anymore that summer. My brother was a different story later on because he was a sociopath. But anyway, point being, they found my boundary. They found my boundary, and they truly regretted finding that boundary. These Trump cult members that engaged in that terrorism on I-35 that we all saw, they're going to keep pushing limits. I'm going to be voting on Election Day. I'm a little bit nervous about some of those shenanigans going on at polling stations on Election Day, and I'm not putting up with it. My first response will be to call the police if needed. But this shit has to stop. Again, it's terrorism. It's bullying. It's terrorism. It's borderline terrorism. It's un-American. It's unpatriotic. If you support it, if you support those un-American actions, you're un-American and you're unpatriotic. It's got to stop. Everyone has a right to campaign unimpeded, without bullying, without harassment. Again, I can't stand Trump, but Because people have a right to campaign without being surrounded on the highway by dozens of vehicles trying to run them off the road. Having said that, I hope that election day is peaceful, and regardless of the outcome on election day, I hope it remains peaceful. I hope the election is fair, and that the days and weeks after the election are peaceful. So there you go. But this stuff just has to stop. This is supposed to be a free country with free elections. So let's all stick by that credo. Alright? Everyone has a right to do their thing. Alright. Everyone hang in there. We'll get through this. Peace.